Hey y'all, welcome back to Eating Fruit with the Trees. Today I got my trees with me, of course, and of course the co-host, a Mango. Now I am actually in New York City, so you probably will hear some New York City noises in the background. And I tried to smuggle in some mangoes from Mexico, but I got caught, y'all. I only got caught because I had my cat with me, and they wanted to stop me and check my bags and all of that. I had soursop, I had mangoes. So I say all that to say that today I'm going to be trying a New York City mango, and my expectations are so low. I am expecting this mango to not be good. So we're going to find out together. Not bad. Oh, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to have mango all in my teeth. All right, well, you already know what it is. I got braces. I'm going to be talking with food in my teeth. It just is what it is, all right? Don't judge me. Judge your mother. So today's topic, I'm going to be talking about stress. And this actually wasn't on my list of topics, but the reason why I want to talk about it is because I have been planning this trip to come to a New York for at least since February, and it is June. Oh my God, it's June. I started thinking about all the things I may need to do because I'm spending the summer here. So it's like a 3 month trip for me, like a 3 month vacation. I started thinking about all my intentions and how I'm gonna do certain things and where I'm gonna stay and all these different things. And I have my cats and all these different factors that had to play a part into coming to New York for the summer. I had to sublease my apartment, but with the sublease of my apartment, I also had to find a cat sitter. So, yeah, just saying it out loud just sounds like so much work. But it was so much work. And I noticed within that, even though I planned it so early, like I pre planned it in my mind, I wrote things down, I started planting seeds in different areas. By the time May came and then June, because I had booked my flight in April, right? So April 28th, I booked my flight. As soon as I got back from Guatemala, I booked it on for June 13th. So I'm like, all right, cool. That means I have from now, April 28th till June 13th, well, technically June 10th, really, to figure everything out. My stress started probably like the first week of May. Because the first thing that I really needed to do was figure out who I'm going to sublease my apartment to that can also dub as a cat sitter. Because there's no way I can bring my cats with me, all of them. I have three. I feel like I'm getting anxiety just talking about it. Oof, let me drink some water. I think the first stressor for me was who can I trust to watch my cats while living in my home? That for me was like a big thing. The funny thing is, you know, spirit, I move with spirit. Most of the things I do is because spirit told me to do it. Most of the decisions I make, I consult with my ancestors, I consult with God, and I really, really meditate on it and I listen for the answers when I make decisions. And that really saves my life in a lot of situations. But I still have this human experience where I do the consulting, I pray about it, I get the answer, and then my human brain wants to go against it. And those negative thoughts is what creates the stress, right? But when you're in it, you don't really realize that you are literally creating stress out of nothing. Like you're creating stress out of what could be or what could happen. As soon as I put the message out in the group chats that I'm looking for someone who's going to cat sit that I can sublease my apartment to for a discounted rate, I almost immediately found the person that she's actually at my house now. That same 3 days, that same week, she texted me, she reached out to me and told me that someone gave her my number, that she has a cat and she's gonna land around May something or first week of May. For some reason, I still had anxiety around it. Like all of these negative, so everything that could go wrong, you know what I mean? I thought about it.
What if she doesn't show up? What if she I don't like her? What if she doesn't like me? What if all these fucking what ifs
That I created that created so much stress and doubt after literally spirit told me to do this. As soon as I put the message out, spirit gave me the person, the perfect fucking person. And for some reason, I still filled up that space between when I met her to when I was leaving. Literally, probably the day she moved into my place. From the day I met her, I probably stressed about it the entire time. to the point where I was like still looking for people just in case, and even told her like, just let me know if you're gonna change your mind. Like I know she's probably like, this girl is so annoying. I'm like, just let me know if you change your mind. Like the last thing I want is like a last minute thing where like I think I have a person that's gonna stay and child, just creating stress. That's all I was doing for myself. My second biggest stressor was why the hell did my cat like start to get sick? Like why did my cat like start having like this I don't even still don't know what it is, like allergic reaction, or if it was it definitely wasn't fleas, but it could have been mites or whatever the fuck it was. That was like the second thing. Now my cat's sick. I'm taking him to the vet every 2 weeks, every fucking week. So that's my story. I stressed from May to June for literally until I landed in New York. Stress can literally kill you. Stress can make you sick. Just stress. Like you could be a healthy person. You can
Eat clean, you could be detoxing, you could be taking all your vitamins, taking all your herbs, not consuming sugar, not consuming meat, not consuming any processed garbage or garbage food.
And you can still get sick simply from what happens here, simply by stressing. About 2 weeks before I left, I felt so sick. Like I was in so much pain. Like my stomach was in so much pain. So much pain. Like that pain reminded me of the pain I used to experience when I was a heavy meat eater and just eating any and everything that I wanted to eat. It reminded me of that pain. So I started to get concerned because I was very busy. I was doing a lot of different things, preparing for my trip, packing, and all these different things that I had to do for my business. And I was preparing a lot of things, and I was eating out a lot because I just didn't have the energy to like do all the things, run around and then cook and then all this stuff. So I was eating out a lot. And I thought, oh my God, like I'm eating out a lot. Like I'm making myself sick because I remember that pain from when I used to eat whatever I wanted to eat. So the first thing that I did was fast. I fasted for 24 hours. I just thought that was going to help. It didn't help. So I fasted for another 24 hours. At the end of the 48 hours, I started to feel better. I didn't have much pain. I was drinking only water and teas. I think I may have had like coconut water in the middle of that. The third day of me fasting, I decided in the morning I wanted to introduce my body to food again because I wanted to eat. So I introduced my body to food again. Almost immediately, a couple hours later, I started feeling pain again in my stomach, right in the top area. Pain, excruciating pain. And I'm like, there's just no way, because I didn't even eat anything heavy. There's just no way. What else has changed from my normal routine to now? And I was thinking to myself, girl, you are so stressed out. Like you are making yourself sick simply by stressing the fuck out. So when I realized that, like when my brain told me to calm the fuck down, I literally calmed the fuck down. I literally went out to the park like I do usually, just go where the trees are, because the trees can handle your stress. Trees and grass and nature literally takes your energy from you and transfers the energy. So the very first thing I did was went to the tree. I went to my ancestor tree that's by my house. I sat, I made myself a cleansing bath, and I just took some breaths. I said, you know what? I Everything is working out for me. Everything is perfect. Nothing bad is going to happen. We fill our brains up with so much bad thoughts, and it's just so easy to create a bad thought. So easy to take that bad thought and just carry it along with you and just put it on your shoulder. Add more bad thoughts to that bad thought. Now you just have this full negative energy around you where you're just having anxiety and thinking about negative things all the time. Why is it so hard to take a good thought and double that and then triple that and then 10x that good thought? So I started thinking to myself, you know what? Everything's going to work out. It's going to work out even better than I expected. Like it always does. My life is beautiful. It is what it should be. And it always is. And so why would now be the time where it's not? I calmed the fuck down. That one day I went out and I calmed the fuck down, and the pain completely went away. Like I was just not sick anymore. I went from being 2 days, 2.5 days, excruciating pain in my stomach, couldn't even walk, couldn't eat, was miserable, to calming the fuck down and feeling 100% back to myself. That's what stress can do to you. It literally can make you sick. I also think this is like body signals that is telling your body that you need to stop. Like when you get to a point in your illness or any type of sickness to where like you can't physically move, or you just have no energy to move or get up or do anything, that is your body literally forcing you to stay the fuck still. Like sit the fuck down and do nothing. Just breathe. Take care of yourself. Eat something good. Drink something good. So I say all that and I run my mouth to say, it's not that serious. Calm the fuck down. You are in control of what you think and what you do. You are the master of your life. And so when you know that you're doing something wrong, like doubling down or your negative thought, correct yourself. Stop diving deep into that. When you dive deep into that, then you create the anxiety, you create the stress, you create the sickness in your body. Whatever your brain says do, your body's going to do. And so if you claim in your mind, I'm sick, your body's going to do that. It has to follow along. That's just a universal law. It has to. And so when you say I'm healing or I'm healed or I'm getting better, every single day I'm getting better until I'm healed, those are the words that your body's going to have to follow along with. So you have to get better. There's no choice. That is a universal law. This mango is actually kind of good. All right. Okay. So of course I'm going to give you some herbs that can help with stress level. Everyone knows about ashwagandha. Ashwagandha helps with stress levels because it actually lowers the cortisol in your body. Passion flower is a lesser known herb that I talk about frequently. It's actually an herb that I have in my apothecary. Passion flower is really good because it calms down your racing thoughts. Passion flower is a nervine herb that helps with your brain function. Lemon balm is a popular one that I also started to fall in love with. I'm falling in love with lemon balm. It tastes really good and it helps with the nervous system. Blueberries, we know all the berries help with the nervous system and help repair your nervous system. So, blueberries or any other type of berries are going to help with calming your body down. I'm always going to say meditation, but meditation doesn't always work for everybody because sometimes you do have those racing thoughts, and stopping and standing still can create more anxiety. So here are some other things that you can do. We have yoga, dancing, cooking. I love cooking. Cooking helps calm stress because, especially if you're making a meal that has a lot of different ingredients, so you're cutting up each individual vegetable, creating a sauce and different things like that because you're doing one thing at a time. It's actually like a stimulant. Swimming is a really good one. I don't be swimming, but I love sitting by the water. But swimming is really good for calming your stress down. As usual, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm almost at 100 subscribers. I need to be at like 500 so I can start making money. But I love doing this and I love chit chatting and giving you information and sharing my stories. And so I will be continuing to do this probably forever, maybe not forever. But shout out to me having 10K followers on Instagram. I love y'all. Thank you for shopping with me and thank you for sticking by my side. I'm done yapping for today, but I'll see you guys next time. Peace.